Okay, so we just did Donald's Taroscope. I need to go back. You know, at the beginning of this, I did the 3-card pile. Will Donald leave sometime this week from the presidency, from his office? And, you know, look at what's happening here. So I would recommend you listen to the Cancer Capricorn full moon eclipse, because that's around July 14th. I describe how this is the end of Donald, the things that were coming to an end, and how he was just trapped. And with this, speaking of trapped, being between a rock and a hard place, Saturn, Pluto, in his solar return chart, the marker for his August 14th is actually Cancer 28. The energetic marker on the Taroscope is right here. So he's between a rock and a hard place. That his August 15th today is his Cancer 28, which is over here in the 11th house, traditionally ruled by Uranus, which is where the moon is. Now, Cancer 28, his solar, that's where he is right now in his calendar. When you look at the January 5th partial eclipse, this was an eclipse in January where I said this was the beginning of the end of his inauguration in his presidency. And also in that Cancer Capricorn full moon eclipse, I describe what click points are with eclipses. I likened it to trying to demolition a building where you have to study and plan and put explosives in different specific strategic areas, and they go click, and when they're placed, those are kind of like the clicks, and then all of a sudden it all comes down cleanly by gravity. That's kind of how eclipse click points work. So this January 5th partial eclipse, I said this was the beginning of the end of Donald, that this kind of was the table setting. This set the stage because the ascendant in the midheaven matched his natal chart ascendant midheaven, because he has 29 Leo on the ascendant. He has 24 Taurus on the midheaven. This is 22. So look at this. The sun and the moon are 22 degrees Leo, squaring his midheaven and lower heaven. This is getting activated all week with this full moon's illuminate thing. So we're going to be finding out things that are going to be illuminating to the beginning of the end. So this moon is going to be 22 Aquarius, and it's going to travel up through the 7th house. He is his moodiest and nastiest when this move is out of his reach, because this quadrant is more like for we the people, and it starts off with investigating. And he really has no leverage here, and it just really gets him in a bad mood. I don't know. So remember, he has the Tower on the ascendant here. The other things that were happening at this, where we set the stage for this eclipse, Venus was 28 degrees Scorpio, squaring his ascendant. Look at this. Mars, hidden enemies, secrets, is 28 degrees Leo in the 12th house. This is going to activate that Venus down on the 4th, where everything's funneling down. 22, 28, 28, 20. Okay, so there's that. Does this activate this? Oh, yes, it does. So this was the January 21st total lunar eclipse. This is the one where I said was the beginning of the end of his inauguration, because it totally mirrors his inaugural chart. And you can go back and look at that. Venus is 14 degrees Sagittarius. Jupiter is 15 degrees Sagittarius. In the 3rd house, Jupiter has just moved into the 3rd house. It is going direct, but in this chart, a planet that just kind of enters a house is really powerful. That gets things moving, and it kind of stuns that house. So it is sitting here next to the Venus, money, income, gains, 3rd house. More money news. Donald drew the 5 of Cups. disappointment. And it hit the Jupiter here is 15 degrees 49 minutes. So this Jupiter is here in the third. The Jupiter from this eclipse is just on the other side of this. So you have two Jupiters straddling the lower heaven where all the energies funnel down and anchor what we're doing for the week. And it's next to Venus. So things should blow up about money for him. And he's going to be very sad. Very sad, and we want to say bye-bye. What else? Okay, and then this eclipse squares his Saturn and Venus. Yeah. We have here Uranus at this one is conjunct the descendant. We have Neptune conjunct the descendant. This to me could be explosive news, but I see something more kind of explosive, like is like a natural disaster. But Putin is here reversed, so I feel like they're micro-targeting and kind of like provoking something behind the scenes for some sort of disaster. Donald has the King of Cups reversed there. Donald is acting like the Knight of Wands. So I feel like Donald is doing something to help Putin provoke something explosive with gases or oils or I don't know what. I am not a good astrocartographer. I wish I could find the location here. I don't know where it is. But I'm guessing it's west of DC and maybe south. I don't know. That is not my strength. Okay. So we got some click things going on here. So I'm going to do the Taroscope for us. How am I doing on time? Hey, you guys. So I am editing this Taroscope I'm doing for the USA. And, you know, I was a little sinusy, congesty earlier today. Like, all my cards are upside down for the United States. And I get, like, kind of sad during it. And I was just like, hey, was my deck upside down? Let me go grab this deck again and ask, you know, the everyday witch. I open it up and look who's there. Ace of Pentacles, because you guys know I put my cards back facing the card up that I need to see for my next reading. So yes, all these cards are reversed, and so I will overlay with text to give you the proper insight. But I'm not redoing that whole tape again. Okay, thanks. Okay, so oh, whoopsie, look, I have a new deck, you guys. I saw Tarot's Apprentice using this one, and I thought I had to have it. This one is the guide to the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake. The art is really cute now that I have the cards and I can look at them up close. It's kind of sweet. Okay, so, oh boy, cards, you have a lot to say. So Donald is a tower. So I did shuffle these already. So let's see what we get for the Ascendant. We need to cut the deck. What do we have on the Ascendant? We have the Fool reversed. Well, that is interesting because Donald drew the Fool for the 9th house. Fool reversed. We're not getting off to quite the start we should be. I wonder if we foil something, foil an attack with something new, foil a new plan. The Fool does not get launched. Okay, so in what do we have? The 12th house rules. The Ascendant is ruled by Mercury. which is in the 11th. It rules the 10th. 7th house ruled by Neptune. Okay. Oh, do we have misfortune? Yuck. Okay, where are we going to, here's the sun in the 12th. We the people are reversed. We have justice reversed. Justice reversed sometimes can be that no matter what, if it works for you or not, justice will be served. But we also know that they are shutting things down left and right with Jeffrey Epstein. Maybe we do. Maybe we do have an effect on causing Trump crime syndicate. Okay. Let's see, this moon is over here. What's going on with this moon for the week? Remember, Donald had the Knight of Wands. We, the people, have no hope. The Star reversed. Usually this sends as above, so below. It's a higher octave of Mercury. It gives guidance to what's going on. Okay, I'm not really liking this, you guys. The Ascendant, what do we have all reversed? We have all reversed cards. Okay, this many reversals, though, may also be that we are getting down to business and we're just not slacking off. We're taking this up a notch. The World. There are no endings. We are not complete. Is it the end of the cycle or isn't it? Whose cycle? What do we have here in the 4th? Reversed, we have the 9 of Cups. Ooh, the Trump crime syndicate. And the GOP. What do we have up here in the 10th? We have the 9 of Wands. We are no longer so burdened. I know it's not the burden card. We can relax a little bit. We're going to feel a little bit of sense of relaxed, letting our guard down perhaps a little bit. USA reversed. What do we have on this? Let's go to the 7th. We have We the People strength. We have decreased strength. Okay, I am not liking this. I might have to come back and look at this because it can't be this bad. Okay, Donald in the 8th has the 10 swords. We have, whoa! 4 of Wands. We have the White House. Well. We have the White House. He has a 10 of swords. Uranus is there with shocking news. It's squaring news. This is, so the moon will go into Aries in about 4 days. Well, that was good to see. What do we have in the 9th? He has the Fool. We have the Hermit reversed. So investigation information coming out. The Hermit is not being so hermitful. The Hermit is leaving the shell. 9 of Wands. We have reversed again. The King of Swords. Boy, I hope that is Mueller coming out with information and serving justice and being a little ruthless. The World, here we go. This is the Knight of Cups reversed. Ooh, this is in the 2nd house of Donald's income that he likes to protect. Last week he had the 9 of Wands there, the Knight protecting it. So Donald drew the 8 of Swords in the 2nd house of income. We drew the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is also, I wonder if we find out about the offers that Donald has made to Putin, because he's being all nighty again and he's feeling bound, or we're finding out about the offers that Donald made for Jeffrey Epstein to be killed. More stuff is coming out about that. The third house, we've got Jupiter. Donald has the 5 cups of disappointment. We have the 3 of cups reversed. Wow. He's disappointed. Is this because we're having a delayed celebration from the election? Is this we finally figured out the election was not real? But, 4th house. Okay, 5th house. Donald has the 2 of Wands, his communications. We have the Queen of the Queen of Cups reversed. This is the United States of America. You know what I think this has to do with all these reversals? I think we're turning our back to Donald, because more and more, and again, I checked with Nancy last night, and Barr verified this when I checked in with him. Nancy sees Donald as committing a coup. I'm getting the Emperor reversed more and more these days. Adam Schiff and not Adler, Cummings, both had Donald as the Emperor reversed. Now, Attorney Bill Barr, when I checked in with him, what are you doing this week? What's your focus this week? He had the Emperor reversed, protecting Donald. But then his hope was for the Queen of Wands to come forward, or the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles. But that was Nancy. I'm like, you're hoping for Nancy to come forward? So, where's the Emperor? Okay, so this is the Emperor reversed in the Ghost Tarot deck. Here's the Emperor reversed in the Rider-Waite. I have been seeing the Emperor reversed a lot lately, not only with Nancy, but with Schiff and Cummings, maybe Nadler. And the Emperor reversed indicates a coup. Oh, and I think either Jared or Ivanka saw him as the Emperor reversed. This morning when I checked in with Barr to just see what's going on for the week with him, this was his signifier, the Emperor reversed. And his hope was that Nancy, with or without receipts, I can't remember if it was with the Queen of Wands or Pentacles, that she was the hope. So there's a lot of reversals in this, and I get a sense that it isn't necessarily reversals because they're negative per se. I feel like this is part of a bigger thing that U.S., her agencies are finally turning their back. They're shuttering their doors, turning off the lights against Donald. And I think it has to do with all the legal things they've been doing in the background and permissions they've had to go forward to proceed with things. Donald, this is Donald. He is tied up. The noose is getting tighter, so to speak. He is definitely between a rock and a hard place. There's not a lot of room for spin. And his spinning planet, the moon disposited by Uranus, that is his favorite planet, and he doesn't have access to it because he's kind of tied up, and it's going to hit his taxes and debts hard. We'll have shocking sudden news. Yeah, it'll be an interesting week. This is the one thing that I'm concerned about, some sort of explosion against the people. But Donald has the Tower on the ascendant. Is this Donald's Tower moment, or is this Tower moment against the United States? Is this Donald's Tower? I feel it more heavily for the United States, but he is also having a tower. Okay, you guys, take care of you. Take care of your hearts. Uranus has to do with circulation. You have to keep that Venus circulation moving. Do not go stagnant. It's in a square to Mercury, so Mercury has to do with the timing and the messaging with the heart and the circulation. You guys take care of yourselves. Get your essential fatty acids, all the things the American Heart Association and your doctor recommend. Please do those things. Do not exert yourself. We still have a lot of planets in Leo, so it's hot, it's fiery, things dry up, and things can combust real quickly. Okay, thanks you guys.